Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to do the real review for the Samsung Galaxy S25 FE. Now you can pick this one up online. I'll throw the link up in the description. The price on this one starts at $650. All right, so let's get right into it. First things first, shout out to White Shoes, back in the building.
I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes.
Calm down. Okay, Samsung Galaxy S25 FE. Samsung Knights. Okay, Samsung has done it again. This right here, this is the definition of a perfect mid-range phone. Now let me say this. The gap between flagship and mid-range is closer than it's ever been. Now, a lot of y'all running around with this, the Galaxy S25 Ultra, and you don't need it. You need this. You spent $1,200 on this. You don't use the S Pen. You don't take any super zoom photos. You don't need this. This right here. For the price of this, you can get this, a watch, okay, and the ring. Or some earbuds. Get a full Samsung ecosystem. Stop wasting your money on flagship devices just for the name. Okay, now, when you see how this phone works in the real world, you're going to understand why this is a perfect mid-range phone and a classic Samsung design. Now, as far as the unboxing experience, okay, nice black box. Yeah, I know I like that. Giggity. Inside, this is going to be your usual books and shit. Plug them and file them. All right, shoes, calm down. You got a SIM ejection tool, and you're going to get your charging cable. Now, this is going to be USB Type-C to USB Type-C charging. Now, as far as the presentation, nothing special. A lot to be desired here. No charger in the box. Samsung, Google, Apple, nothing. Motorola, Sony. Fucking Sony. Put the charger in the box, okay? And this is going to be your device. The Galaxy S25 FE. Now, let me get a little wipe down on this, and we'll go through the specs. Okay. Now, this phone comes in 4 different colors. You got icy blue, jet black, navy, which is this one right here, and you got white. Now, for the display, you got a 6.7-inch LTPO AMOLED panel with a resolution of 1080 by 2340. Now, that's 385 for the PPI Patrol. You got HDR10 Plus up to 1900 nits brightness and a 120 hertz refresh rate. Now, the phone is IP68 dust and water resistant. You got Gorilla Glass Victus Plus on the front and on the back with the aluminum frame. Now, for the processor, you got the Exynos 2400. Now, that's the 4nm version with the Xclipse 940 GPU. Now, what does that mean in English? Upper tier mid-range specs, bro. Upper tier mid-range specs, low tier flagship specs. Now, you got 8 gigs of RAM, 128 or 256 gigs of storage, no micro SD card slot for expandable memory. Now, it's running Android 16 with Samsung One UI 8 skin on top, and you're going to get 7 years of updates. Now, how far is 7 years of updates going to go with the Exynos 2400 processor? Who knows, okay? But you got 7 years nonetheless. Now, for the battery, you got a 4,900 milliamp battery that features 45 watt fast charge and 15 watt wireless charge. And you also got reverse wireless charge. Now, for the cameras, on the rear, you got a triple setup. So you got a 50 megapixel wide angle, 8 megapixel telephoto, and a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle lens. Now, you can shoot 8K video at 30 frames per second or 4K video at 60 frames per second. On the front, you got a 12 megapixel wide angle lens, and you can shoot 4K video at 60 frames per second. Now, you got dual stereo speakers, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, NFC, always on display, face unlock, on-screen fingerprint sensor. You got Google Circular Search. You got all of the Samsung Galaxy AI features, and you got DeX. Okay, you got Samsung DeX and Samsung Wireless DeX. All of that for $650. Again, this is the definition of a mid-range phone that performs like a flagship phone. Now, I know what you're going to say. What about if you got last year's Galaxy S24 FE? Should you upgrade? And I'm going to say no. Okay, don't upgrade. If you got the Galaxy S24 FE, You still got a lot of years of updates on deck. And there's only a few differences, such as with the S25 FE, you got the same Exynos processor, but this is the 4 nanometer version. So it's a slightly upgraded processor. Not to mention the battery. Now with the S25 FE, you got 4,900 milliamps that charges at 45 watts versus 4,700 milliamps that charges at 25 watts. And of course, you got the upgraded front-facing camera. This is 12 megapixels versus 10 megapixels. Now, in the real world, is that a real upgrade? I would say no. Now, if you could slide this off to one of your friends for a good price, okay, do that. But if you got a phone like this, now your S24 FE looks like this, still brand new, still running smooth, don't upgrade, okay? Don't do it to yourself. Now, like I said at the beginning, the gap between flagship and mid-range is closer than it's ever been. And here's a prime example. Here's the S25 Plus. Now, what's the difference between the S25 Plus and the S25 FE? Don't get me wrong, the S25 Plus is definitely a better phone. You got the Quad HD display. You got the Snapdragon 8 Elite processor. You got more RAM, 12 gigs. You got slightly better cameras. All right, this is 50, 10, and 12 versus 58 and 12. You got the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor, and you got the fully working always on display. Now, we're going to talk about the always on display in a minute. You see, when I go always on display, you can still see the picture in the background. This is one of my only gripes with the S25 FE. You can't do that. Okay, you got always on display, but you can't get the picture in the background. And I'll show you more about that when I go through the options. Okay, so I would say, is it worth spending $1,000? That's up to you. All right, I can't tell you what to do, but like I said, the gap is so close now between flagship and mid-range. It's really not worth it. It's really not worth it. Now, I would say the best deal for me, now this is just me and my money, I would get something like this. Now, I know a lot of people don't like buying used phones, including me, okay? These phones been in the bathroom. These phones been used to make all your OnlyFans content, okay? You know what I'm talking about. A lot of people don't like buying used phones. But if you could find something like a Galaxy S24 Ultra, brand new for $700, even $800, I would jump on this immediately. This is still right here one of my all-time favorite phones, probably my all-time favorite phone. Okay, so let's talk about the S25 FE. First of all, the build quality. Y'all know I gotta say it. Feels so good in the hands. Ladies, you know the procedures. You got the enhanced aluminum frame. Okay, IP68, dust and water resistant. Nice frosted glass on the back. No fingerprints with Gorilla Glass Victus 2 for protection. There's your triple camera setup, LED flash. Minimum Samsung branding, not too crazy. Okay, on the top, sensors. On this side, nice and clean. On the bottom, there's your SIM tray. Now, a lot of phones are going eSIM only. I prefer to have a SIM tray. It's just easier for me. So you do got your SIM tray, USB Type-C charging slot, speaker grill. Okay, on this side, power button and volume rocker. Now, let's talk about biometrics. There's a couple of things that separate flagship phones from mid-range phones. And one of the things with Samsung is biometrics. Now, you're not going to have the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor, but the fingerprint sensor does work. Now, I would say it's not super fast and super snappy. You can't do the quick tap like that. You're going to have to actually press it, but it works 100% of the time. Next, you got face unlock. Okay, now let's see if I can get this to work from behind the camera. Now, I will say this, the face unlock, not the greatest. Okay, now I can't even get it to work from behind the camera, but it does work. Let me try something real quick. All right, so I just set up an alternate appearance using my glasses. So let's try that again. Okay, there's one. Okay, let's see if we get 3 in a row. That's 2. One more. Bang. Okay, so the biometrics, not the greatest, but definitely not trash. Now, one of the things that I like about Samsung phones, with Face Unlock, you can set up 2 different appearances. So I got one with glasses and one without glasses. Okay, and it works. Now, you do have always on display, as you can see. Custom widgets, notifications. You got the Now Brief. Everything works. Okay, now swipe over once. This is the global version, so there's your Google homepage. Okay, 120 hertz refresh rate. Nice scrolling speeds. Swipe down. Okay, there's your live notifications. And swipe over once. Here's your quick toggles. Now, one important quick toggle, wireless DeX, DEX. Okay, don't roast me in the comments. I'm not saying DeX. All right, Samsung DeX, DEX. Okay, y'all some animals in the comments here. All right, but here's all your quick toggles. You got Smart View, your modes, nearby devices, Samsung things. Matter of fact, let's go one more time. And of course, you can edit these, One UI 8. Okay, you can add more. You got your panel settings. Okay, you could just go crazy with these. Now, I like the fact that you can resize the widgets. You got more, live captions, song search. Okay, there's your battery performance. Let's add performance right there. Okay, let's hit done. And now, for performance, put on performance mode, okay? Get the full advantage of that Exynos 2400E, not 2400E, 2400 4nm processor, okay? Now, let's go to settings real quick. Okay, so now as you can see, there's your quick share, auto switch between your buds, link to Windows, multi-control. Multi-control is so clutch if you got Samsung laptops or tablets. Okay, there's your Samsung DeX. Okay, Galaxy Wearable, Smart Things, and Android Auto. Now, you do have the full suite of Galaxy AI. So that's going to give you call assist, writing assist, interpreter. Look, you got Samsung Good Lock, so you still get all the fancy notifications. I'm going to show you more about that in a minute. And again, I love this phone. Okay, I love this phone. You got Note Assist, Transcript Assist, Browsing Assist. Browsing Assist is my favorite. Okay, that's going to give you the summarized websites. You got Photo Assist, Drawing Assist, Audio Eraser, Photo Ambient Wallpaper. Okay, you can set a picture of your, like say you set a picture of your neighborhood, your favorite palm tree outside your house. If you have that as your wallpaper, when it turns evening, it's going to turn into nighttime. If it's raining outside, it's going to show rain in the background. That's your photo ambient wallpaper. The wallpaper changes based on the time of the day and based on the weather. Boop. Okay, so you got your Now Brief, which is mandatory. I love that. And you got Health Assist. Now you can process you can process your data on device only. If you're worried about Big Brother, do your thing. Okay, you got your modes and routines. Nothing to really see there. Sound and vibration. Now, one of the things I will say, the difference between this and the S25 FE, the speakers sound a little bit lower, but better. Lower, but better. Okay, here's maximum volume, but dual stereo speakers. Nice and loud, they're gonna get the job done. Okay, let's see, sound quality and effects. Okay, now of course, I like to use the custom EQ, but you got a few different presets right here. And you got Dolby Atmos, separate app for sound, UHD upscaler, all the good stuff that you need. Okay, now let's see, anything else? Notifications, nothing to really see there. Okay, now you can have flash notifications if you want. Let me see one more thing with the sound and vibrations. Okay, yeah, separate sound for app. Yeah, your UHQ upscaler. I said UHD. I meant to say UHQ. I knew that came out wrong. All right, let's see. Display. Okay, now up to 1900 nits brightness. You can easily see this in the sunlight if you turn on adaptive brightness. Okay, you can change your screen mode. I like to leave mine on vivid. Why not? But if you do, you got advanced settings. You can change your RGB and your vividness. Okay, let's see. Font size, nothing to really see there. Camera cutout. You got your quick panels. Navigation bar. Okay, that's pretty much it for that. Now, let's see. One more thing I wanted to show you with display. This is what I was talking about. With the always on display. Now, watch this. Let me grab another heavy hitter Samsung phone. Okay, now, if we go to settings and you go to display, I'm scrolling extra fast. Always on display, right? You see the difference? You see this one says show lock screen wallpaper. This one doesn't have that feature. So what does that mean? When you turn the phone off, you see I can still see my lock screen wallpaper. With this one, you won't see it. But you still do have the live wallpapers, okay? All of the juicy Samsung Good Lock notifications. You see with the fingerprint sensor, you got to press it a little bit longer. You see I got dynamic spot. Everything works. Okay, everything works. So that's the only thing about the always on display. You can't see your wallpaper. Let's see anything else. Battery, okay, 4,900 milliamps. Okay, wireless power share on deck. Show your battery percentage. iShoes. You got themes. Okay, all of the Galaxy themes. This is what I'm saying, man. You know, if you're just a casual Samsung user, you're gonna have the same experience with this phone as you're gonna have with this phone. You see this? You see the live wallpapers? This is my Galaxy S25 Ultra, and this is the FE. Beautiful live wallpapers that actually work. Okay, but there's all your themes. Now let me show you one more thing. If you like the wallpapers and stuff, just go to top and go to paid. All right, this is where you're gonna get all of the best wallpapers. Okay, like if y'all like the wallpapers that y'all see, just go to Galaxy Themes, go to Wallpapers, go to Top, and then go to Paid. And this is gonna give you all of this good ones like this right here. Actually, I'm gonna just apply this one for the video. Why not? Look at that. Hit done, and bang. Now watch this. Now my lock screen has the beautiful live New York. Okay, look at that. That's pretty sick. Okay, you got your Samsung wallet. Let's go back to, okay, so that's the Galaxy themes. Anything else we need to see here? Lock screen and always on display. You do have extended lock. Okay, you got your now bar. Now, personally, I leave the now bar on, but you got your sports from Google, your media player, your maps. Okay, all of the, just click on everything so you can get it on your now brief. Okay, let's see anything else we need to see here. No, that's pretty much it for that. Now you can use our Samsung Good Lock if you want to customize your lock screen a little bit more. Security and privacy. Now this is what I was talking about right here. You see for biometrics, let me put my code in real quick. You see for biometrics, you see you got face data and alternate appearance. So if you set up a face unlock and it doesn't work too great, just set up an alternate appearance so you have two different face recognitions to choose from. Okay, now did I just click on stay on lock screen? Let me see, stay on lock screen to swipe. No, I don't like that. Okay, so that's it. You got your fingerprint sensor and all of that. Okay, that's pretty much it. Locations, nothing to see. Safety and emergency. Okay, we're on emergency SOS, emergency sharing. Okay, earthquake alerts, all that good stuff. Accounts, you know, nothing to see there. Google services, advanced features. Let's see anything new with the labs. Multi-window, dark mode for apps. Back swipe preview. Now that's kind of dope too. You see how you can actually preview? I'm using that on my Galaxy tablet. That's actually a cool feature. I would leave that on so you can preview what you're going to go back to. Motions and gestures, lift to awake. Okay, that's why I wasn't getting my face unlocked. Palms capture. You see? For the screenshots, bang, just like that. Okay, so that's the motions and gestures. Let's see, Super HDR, game booster settings. All right, so if you're gaming, you got the 120 hertz. Game optimization, you got performance, battery saver or balance. Leave it on performance, why not? You got your Galaxy avatar. Okay, digital well-being, monitor your scumbag activities, put your phone down. There's a new saying that they got called touch grass. I'll talk more about that when I do the RDA test because I haven't made a video all week and there's a lot going on this week, so we got a lot to talk about. But touch grass. Every now and then, put your phone down, go outside, touch the grass. Go live in the real world. That's what I've been doing lately. Y'all notice I've been posting less videos. I've been taking a few days off in between posts and actually living life. You see what's going on in the world. Take a second and go live some life. But then come back and watch my video. Right? If you're gonna go online and watch my goddamn video. You got your device care, general management accessibility. If you're hearing or visually impaired, okay, everything works. Let's see, general management, language and keyboards, okay, mouse and trackpad, software updates. Let's go to about phone, okay. Yeah, the basic stuff, okay. Status information, all software information. One UI, Android 16. Okay, so this is up to date. And you're going to get 7 years of updates. 7 years of updates. Now, again, I don't know who's keeping their phone for 7 years, but I would say 3 years. If you guarantee me 3 years of updates, I'm sold. Okay, now it might be an emergency. You never know. You might fall on hard times, so you might need an extra year, but 4 years of updates is pretty much all you're going to need. Because if you think about it, right now it's 2025. Who's really going to be using this phone in 2031? Think about that. You know, it's 7 years. It sounds good on paper, but to put it in perspective, in 2031, are you still going to be walking around with a Galaxy S25 FE when they're going to have Galaxy S30s and they're going to have iPhone 25s and all this? Nah, man. Nah. 3 years of updates is pretty much all you need. But again, $650. Look how this phone performs in the real world. Now, you see this is Android 16, One UI 8. Everything works nice and smooth. All right, let's check the web browsing speeds. Go to apple.com. Okay, now, who ordered the new iPhones today? Now, this is Dynamic Spot, if y'all like that app right there. Okay. Now, this is the full website. Look at that. Now, let's exit out of that. You see all of my, I haven't closed any, look at this. I haven't closed any app all these days I've been using this. Go to apple.com. Okay. Full website. Look how fast that is. Now, I know somebody's going to say Samsung, Exynos. Oh, I wish it would have had the Snapdragon. I wish it would have had the Dimensity. Look, man, I got to say this again. We got to snap out of this shit. We got to snap out of those days of acting like, oh, the Exynos processor is garbage. Look, man, here's another one of my favorite phones that I'm using right now. The Flip, okay? The Galaxy Z Flip 7. Exynos processors. This is not 2007. Okay, this is not 2010. As soon as you hear the word Exynos, turn away, steer away. Because y'all remember, when you used to hear the word Dimensity, you was like, nah, MediaTek Dimensity. Oh, that's peasant phones. That's peasant phones. Look at the Dimensity 9400 and the 9500 that's coming out. Those are right up there with the Snapdragon 8 Elite. And this one right here, you see for yourself. Look how smooth this is. This is the full website. I could do all my Samsung good stuff. So I could open up in a pop-up. Okay. I could do split screen multitasking. Okay, let's see. Let's go to Instagram. Okay, so we got Instagram on the bottom, Apple on the top. I can actually do picture in picture. Swipe that to the side. Come back. Let's go ahead and minimize that to the little ball. We'll do the same thing with this. Okay, open up in a pop-up. Minimize that. Then we got another one. Open up Facebook. Okay, there's Facebook. Let's see some. What was that? Okay, look at this. The iPhones. Who ordered the iPhones? Yeah. Calendar notifications. Look at that. You see that Samsung? Good luck. I'll show you how to get that because I know somebody's gonna say, how you did that? Yo, Floss, how you did that? Open up in the pop-up. Minimize. Now, as I'm breezing through my phone, checking my calendar, checking everything, got multiple apps open. Back to Apple, back to Facebook. There's another juicy notification. I love it. You love it too. You love it too. And I could go back to Instagram. Or I could just exit out of all of this stuff. Bang, hit close. Now, if you like that, you like those notifications like that, here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to Samsung Good Lock and go to Edge Lighting. Okay, just that simple. Samsung Good Lock, then go to Edge Lighting. And when you go on Edge Lighting, set your custom style. So you see I had the little raindrops. You can have the hearts. You can have the popcorn. Let it jettison from the bottom. Advanced. Let's do large. We'll do long, giggity, and we'll do mini. No rotation. We'll do medium rotation and hit done. Now, when you see notifications, you're going to see them pop up from the bottom. All right, so that's Samsung Good Luck. So excellent web browsing speeds. And again, don't be scared of the Exynos processor. All right, so now let's try out the dual stereo speakers. Of course, I got the official Flossy Carter sound test by my homeboy Mark Rebier. Here we go.
Yo, sound test. Time for sound test. Everybody shut your mouth. Time for sound test. Time to test that quality of sound test. How's it sound, Floss? How's it sound, Floss? How's it sound now? How's it sound now? Does it sound big? Does it sound loud?
How's the bass living? How's the treble on it? How's it sound now? How's it sound now?
That's a sound test. That's a motherfucking sound test. Sound test. That's a sound sound test, baby. That's a sound test. That's a motherfucking sound test. How's the sound on that shit? God damn it, holla.
Excellent loudness. Okay, look, I'm gonna cover up the bottom. This is just the top. Play with the EQ.
How's the sound, white shoes? How's the sound?
Okay, add a little bit more bass if you want. Again, not as loud as the S25 Ultra, but not bad at all. You can actually feel a little bass. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Rubier. Again, like I said, the speaker's a little bit lower than last year's Galaxy S24. Oh, let me turn this down. Calm down, Mark. A little bit lower than last year's Galaxy S24 FE, but with the right tuning, with the EQ settings, it sounds pretty good. All right, so now let's take a look at this beautiful 6.7-inch AMOLED display. Full screen, 1900 nits brightness, HDR10+, excellent viewing angles. Look at that. Not too much reflections. Little cutout for your front-facing camera. Nice thin bezels. Just a beautiful display. And keep in mind, $650. You're rocking out like a boss. Let's keep it moving. All right, so now let's try a little gaming. We got Asphalt Unite. Here we go. All right, let's get it. Y'all see, I switch to the Beamer now. All right. We up in the Beamer, let's go. All right, there it is, there it is. Okay, hold the drift. Y'all know the routine. Woo. Okay. Oh, who that? Oh, oh, look, he racing. He trying to race today? Oh, I need that ramp. Oh, I missed it. All right, I'll take this one instead. Let me see if I can stick the landing. Woo! Oh, I need this side. There it is. Now y'all see, Exynos chipset. No lag. Look, doing all my fancy stuff. Bang, there it is. Now let me get rid of this notification. Okay. You've seen it for yourself. Okay, now if you're going to be just gaming, using these kind of games like this from the Android store, from the Google Play Store, you're not going to have any issues, especially a game like Asphalt Unite. Get your race on all day long. All right, so now let's take a look at some of the classic Samsung features. And this is why you're buying a Samsung phone. You got your edge panels. Okay, so you got AI Select, your Now Brief, Draw and Assist, your interpreter. You see I got Notes, Gallery, and you can customize this if you want. There's all my contacts. Okay, I can take a quick screenshot, video, create a note. There's the weather. Remember, these are customizable. I got a working compass right here. Okay, and a clipboard. So let me show you how some of this stuff works. Let's do the AI Select. Okay, let's see. Say I want to post something. Okay, I'll find something to repost. Let's see. Oh, now that's nice right here. Say I want to repost this. AI Select. Bang. Just like that. Little square right there. Now I can download this. I just saved it to my gallery. Or if I want to, I can do something like this. We'll do the AI Select one more time. Get a little square. And I can just share it. Bang, just like that. So AI Select is pretty dope. Okay, we also got stuff like this. Let's go to my homepage real quick. Let's see, techniques. All right, now I'm going to announce the giveaway winner this week. We got Google Circular Search. Okay, what is that? Okay, look at that. Popped right up. Techniques earbuds. Okay, gold color on deck. Circular Search, man. You got to love it. You got to love it. Let's go to the Now Brief. Okay, so here's a little quick brief of my evening. Got the weather right here. See what's going down in the political world. YouTube videos that they recommend me to check out. And keep it moving. Not to mention, from my home screen, I'm always going to have my scores. Now, when the game starts, you'll see my scores on the bottom. Okay. Open this up, a little lock animation. Now, if you like that lock animation and the notification, let me show you how to get that real quick. Just download this app right here. It's called Dynamic Spot. It's gonna look like this, Dynamics, but I advise you to get the pro version if you want to have all of the good features like this. Okay, if you want to have the lock screen, you see on my lock screen, you got the big unlock and the big lock. Just cute stuff like that. And as you'll see when notifications come in, you'll see how they look. Now, of course, we got the drawing assist. I got to give y'all one more time. We'll do, matter of fact, let's do regular. Okay. Of course, I got to get the official cat drawing. Okay. Go ahead and generate that real quick. See what pops up. Fine tuning with the artistic flair. Okay, now of course I got the there it is. So we're gonna go ahead and I like this one. Let's go ahead and share this one. Hold up. Let me go to messages real quick. Share it to my girl. Why not? Okay. Share it to my girl immediately. I gotta send her a daily cat photo. All right, but that's the drawing assist interpreter. You already know how that works. If you want to have a conversation with somebody in a different language, we'll do Spanish to English. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Oh, let me try that again. Oh, there it is.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Estoy bien. ¿Cómo estás?
Dame un turkey hero. I forgot how to say it. You get it. I used to order my Dame un hero y papa y queso. I forgot how to say it. Shout out to all my Spaniards out there. I just butchered that. Spaniards. All right, I'm about to get canceled. Let me shut up. All right, let me shut up and move away from interpreter. But you see how that works, all right? You want to have a conversation with somebody, just go to interpreter. You go up in the neighborhood bodega, Poppy, just let them talk, and then you just have a conversation. And it works with the earbuds. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. Now, of course, you got Gemini. Let's go to, what is this?
Well, that's a cute cat. Did you have any questions about it?
Now look, hold on a second. Let me end the Gemini real quick. You see my girl text me back? Here we go. I gotta send her the daily cat photos. All right, let's go back to Gemini. All right, what is this?
Sorry, I can't open Gemini yet.
What is this?
That's a cat. Are you wondering? That's a cat. Did you have any questions about it?
What breed of cat is this?
Okay, I can't quite tell the breed from this angle. Could you show me more of the cat's body?
How about this? What about now?
She looks like a tortoiseshell tabby. Tortoiseshell cats have those cool mottled coats with patches of different colors, while
Now, I gotta talk more about Gemini when I do my Pixel video. But at first, AI seems kind of gimmicky. I don't know, nobody really care about AI. Wait till you start really using AI, okay? And Gemini saved me. I'm gonna tell y'all a story when I do my Pixel video. That the same live video I just showed y'all right now. Gemini saved me. All right, now I'm gonna show y'all one more thing. Hold up, let me go to photos. Now here's one more thing that I like to do with AI. Editing photos. So say I want to post this photo right here, but I want to get rid of my license plate. We're just going to go like this. Okay. We'll do the generative edit. Circle that right there. Hit erase. Okay. Generate. And watch this. This is the beauty of Samsung AI. Bang. Now I can post this up right here with no license plate. And look how clean that looks. Okay, so you got all of the Samsung AI features, and I'll show you one more of my favorite ones. Let's see, okay, Vivo. Now, this is what I like to do. When I wake up in the morning, I go to Google. I want to read some stories. Okay, so we got the Vivo X300. Okay, now, of course, I want to read this article. Okay, so I'm going to open it up, Samsung Internet. Okay. And watch this. Now, You see, here's the same article with all of these ads, TikTok ads and all that. No, I don't want to read all of that. We're just going to go to Browsing Assist, go to Summarize, and check this out. Now, I just summarized the whole website. All of that, let's see, okay, so we got the X300 Pro with the Dimensity 9500, just like I said, okay, 6.8, look, all of the pertinent information that you need, pertinent. All of the important information you need, 6.8 inch, 1.5, 120 hertz refresh rate. There's all the cameras, satellite communications, all of that without having to read all of this and go through all of these ads and all of that. This is what I love, okay? So it works on pretty much all of the websites. Let's see, here's another one. Okay, so we got the Power Beats. Now the thing is, you're gonna have to, when you get to the websites like this, you gotta open them up in Samsung Internet, or you can just use Samsung Internet as your default browser. We could read this out loud, summarize, or translate. I just go to Summarize. Okay, so Power Beats Pro 2, all-time sale, all-time low sale. Okay, 45 hours of battery, 200. Now, look at that. Read the whole website without having to read all of this extra stuff. You know, or you could just read highlights aloud. All right, but it doesn't work on this website, but it works on a lot of other websites. So if you want to, you could just use Samsung Internet as your default browser. Now, I like using Chrome as my default browser because when I swipe over, there's all my Chrome stuff right here. But if you want to, you could just go like this. Just hit Samsung Internet. Okay, and this way, when you see an article, okay, see on Amazon, XM4, it'll automatically come up from the bottom for Summarize. Okay, so when I'm doing my real, like, reading and all that stuff, I like to do it like this. Read the highlights out loud.
Amazon clears out Sony 1000 XM4 and XM5.
Okay, this way I can be doing other stuff and get all my information.
Amazon is offering record
And I can actually exit out of that and still get it going.
XM4 and WH1000
Okay, so
noise
let me show you something real quick. All right, calm down, Samsung. All right. All right, now, like I said, I like to use Google, but if you use Google, you're going to have to click on Bose Quiet Comfort 2, and if you want to summarize, you got to open up a Samsung Internet. Now, if you want to skip that step, just set up a Samsung Internet, and then you could just go home. Okay, it's going to have your Google homepage right here, and then you just scroll down. So now when I see an article, click on it, and immediately go to Summarize. All right, so you got Samsung Galaxy AI. I love it. All right, so now, oh, look, here's the notification real quick. Let's talk about the camera. All right, I love having the dual notifications come from the bottom and then my dynamic spot on the top. All right, let's talk about the camera. Okay, so you got a bunch of different shooting modes. You got portrait mode with a few different focal lengths. Let me see if I get a quick white shoe shot. Oh, look at that. Look at that. You see, and this is what I'm saying. If you're not a content creator or you don't get paid to take photos, if you find yourself just taking photos of food, taking photos of your latest toys, taking photos of your cats, taking selfies here and there, you don't even post that much on Instagram and all these websites, you don't need to have the flagship camera. You don't need to have the top of the line camera. Look at that. That was a quick point and shoot portrait shot of white shoes. That was a quick point and shoot shot of That was a quick point and shoot shot of white shoes. I had to say that fast. Look at that. Now, and check this out. Look at the food pic. Yo, bro, look at the food pics. I'm gonna post some of these. Look at the food pics. Bro, I'm telling you, this camera right here is pretty damn decent. Okay, so there's your portrait mode shots. You got photos, wide angle, all the way up to 30 times zoom. Now, I'm going to show you the difference between flagship zoom and mid-range zoom in a second. You got videos, and again, you got 8K, 30 frames per second. You can do 4K at 60, front and back. Okay, you can also zoom up to 10 times. Okay, and you got more. So you got pro mode, you got pro video, you got night mode, food, panorama, slow motion, high lapse. I said high lapse. Hyperlapse, portrait video, dual record, front and back, and single take. Now, portrait video is actually dope. This is going to give you that cinematic shot. Okay, if you like doing the bokeh effect on your videos, you can have that. Very cinematic. Now, let me show you something real quick. All right, so let me show you the difference between the flagship cameras and the mid-range cameras. Now, this is the zoom test. So you see, I'm all the way down the block from that school. Then I zoom in a little bit more. I'm trying to see that little sign on the wall. And this is the maximum zoom. Okay, this is 30 times zoom. You can't read that sign. Okay, so this is the S25 FE. Now let me show you. Here's the same exact setup with the S25 Plus. As you can see, a little bit better, but you still can't really see that sign. And here's the difference between flagship. Okay, now this is the flagship right here, Galaxy S25 Ultra. Look at the difference. Now you can clearly see that sign. So this is the difference between mid-range and flagship. Now, like I said, if you're not taking zoom photos every day, who cares? Okay, who cares if you're taking food pictures or cat pictures, dog pictures, pictures of your car, pictures of your Lego collection, all right, whatever you into. If you're just taking basic photos, you don't need to spend $1,200. Okay, you don't need that. $650 will get the job done. But don't take my word for it. Take a look at these test pictures and videos for yourself. Now, here's another one of my favorite features, Samsung DeX. Okay, so you're going to swipe down, you're going to go to your quick toggles, and you're going to hit wireless DeX. Now, let me show you how I use this upstairs in my office with some stock Samsung wireless DeX footage. All right, now let me show you how I use Samsung DeX. Now I'm gonna wirelessly connect to my TV and use the phone as a laptop, and I'll still be able to use the phone. So we're gonna scroll down. Let's turn on Samsung DeX. Hit start. Let it connect. And there it is. Now watch this. From the phone, I'm gonna use my phone as a trackpad. So now you see, scrolling around. Let's go to Samsung Internet. Just like that. Now here's some of the different tabs I had open. Say I want to watch Apple TV. I can take it over to Apple TV and watch a movie, but from the phone, I can exit out and take it over to Instagram and start scrolling on Instagram, doing my thing. At any moment, I can go back, use the phone as a trackpad. Let's see what's going on with OnePlus. Full website, completely wireless. Let's take it over to Amazon, do a little shopping. Now I can be shopping on the big screen, using the phone as a trackpad. I can watch a movie. And like I said, I can exit out and still completely use my phone. This is a major go. All right, so now let's do the RDA test. Regular daily activities. Now you just dropped $650 on a brand new phone. Let's see how it works in the real world. First, let's check the charging animations. Okay, so we're gonna plug this in. Wired, 45 watt fast charge. You see super fast charging, and it shows you exactly how long it's gonna take to fully charge up. Or if you're like me and you like wireless chargers, wireless charger on deck. And you see it says wireless charging, fast wireless charging, 42 minutes left until full wireless charge. Now, what does that mean? You don't have to charge this up overnight. Just sleep with the phone in your bed, okay? Right next to your head for some nice radiation in the middle of the night. When you wake up, put it on your wireless charger or put it on your fast wireless charging wired charger and charge it up. Now, from here, I can see my time, date, notifications. You see I got the time in New York and Vegas, okay? Got the voice recorder, customizable widgets, and there's all my notifications. And of course, the now brief would be active on the bottom if there was a game going on, which a game is getting ready to start soon, so maybe you'll see how that looks at some point in this video. Let me see, do I have any other now briefs going? Yeah, you see right now, this game right here, this is from, just started. Okay, so you're gonna see this on this in a minute. That's how it's gonna look, the now brief. Okay, first thing I like to do, pick up the phone. Now you got face unlock or fingerprint sensor. Bang, just like that. Let's check the weather. Okay, 75 degrees, mostly sunny. Now let me see if I can get a face unlock from behind the camera. Bang, there it is. So there's your face unlock. And of course, fingerprint sensor. Okay, 75 degrees, beautiful day in New York City. Next, I like to go to my now brief. Bang, see what's going down. Okay, weather looks nice overnight. Look, we got a new walls video, okay? Some new TCAP information right here. And I can go to settings right here and send, show what content to include, everything. Okay, just put it on everything. Next, now we can go to Google, okay, and see what's going down. Let's get a little refresh right here and see what's going down on Google. Okay, so we got the Charlie Kirk shooting suspect identified as Tyler Robinson. Got him. Got him that fast. Look at that. You see the notification on the bottom? Got a little TikTok. Okay, let's see. Now, like I said, who pre-ordered the iPhones? Okay, let's see. Apple Watch Ultra. 3 hands on. Okay. Yo, Mobb Deep new album come out October 10th. Let me click on that real quick. Now, again, what I like to do is open this up in Samsung Internet, and let's see if we can summarize this real quick and see what's going down, because I don't want to read all of that. Mobb Deep releases, Mobb Deep releases Against the World after Prodigy's death. That song is so hard. It's so hard. And look, and if y'all think I'm joking, watch this. I'm gonna pull out my iPhone real quick, go to YouTube Music, go to Liked Music, look at my first song, Against the World. I already downloaded it. Okay, so yeah, woo, hold up. I started playing it.
Stronger than ever.
Woo. Okay, my bad. Anyway, okay, so that was a quick summarize of the website. Okay, keep it moving, right? All right, so let's see. Anything else we need? New PS5 headset, only $60. Okay. Oh, let's see. Evo 2025. A lot of cosplaying right there. Okay, iPhone 17 Pro. Now look, I want to send this right here. We'll do a AI select. I gotta send this to my girl real quick. Bong right there. Share. Go to messages. I go to my girl. Hit send. Bong. Just like that. Let her know. Now, my girl just ordered an iPhone and a Google Pixel. My girl just ordered the Pixel. That should tell you everything you need to know about the Google Pixel. Now, I'm doing my Pixel review in a couple of days, but trust me, the Pixel. All right. Now, you see the live wallpaper. There's nothing on your screen. You see the little stuff in the background? That's from the live wallpaper. Okay, so that's how and now look at that. 120 Hz refresh rate. Okay, everything looks good. Now, when I exit out of that, if I swipe up, I haven't closed one app because I want y'all to see the power of the Exynos chipset. Everything's still running in the background. Okay. Now, let's see. Now, okay, so now let's do a little work. Okay, so let's go to Gmail. Okay, hold on. Let me put on my account real quick. Okay. Go to Gmail. Read some Gmails real quick. Let's go to promotions. Okay. Okay, Google Gemini. Okay, let's see. I'll go to get my calendar alerts. Okay, let's see what's going on with Gemini. Okay, now y'all see I got the super duper super duper font because I'm blind. Yep. All right, let's go. Let's see. Pre-order some whiskey. All right, let me get that. Yes, sir. Now, of course, you got writing assist and all of that. You know, no reason to really go through that. I think I've seen that enough times already. All right, now what I like to do is we just open this as a pop-up and then minimize that. So now at any moment I could come back to my Gmails. So I can check my calendar events. Okay, let's see. You got a Sennheiser event coming up soon. Okay, Facebook, everything going good. You know, my announcements on Amazon Alexa, battery. Okay, could text my girl, text my daughter. Okay, keep it moving. Now let's take it over to Facebook. Now while I'm on Facebook, right, if I want to, let me check something real quick. Back to my Gmails. Okay, no response. Okay, keep that minimized. All right, let's see. Interracial dating. Okay. Let's see. All right, what's going down? Oh, now check this out. I just ordered the VWS headphones X1s. What y'all think about these? These are headphones that have actual displays. They're from a company called Morning Blues. All right, so we're gonna review those in a minute. I'm not doing no more work for the day, so let me get rid of the Gmails. All right, so the Morning Blues, and again, this is the kind of stuff I like to do. I could just do AI select, okay, and just go ahead and save that photo. Or if I wanted to actually know a little bit more about these, we'll do the Google Circular search and check this out. These are headphones. Your Google Circular search is so clutch. Okay, keep it moving. All right, so back to Facebook. Okay, let's see. iPhone 17 Pro still not sold out 8 hours later. Ooh, still not sold out 8 hours later. What's that? NBA young boy in El Chapo? All right, so let me find that El Chapo outside. Okay. All right. Anyway, so this is how it's gonna look. Okay. And now exit out of Facebook. Now let me talk to Gemini for a minute. Let me go to my Gemini. What's up, Gemini?
Hey there. What's going on?
It's a Friday night in New York City. What should I do?
New York City on a Friday night. The possibilities are endless. You could catch a Broadway show, explore a new neighborhood like the West Village, or check out a live music venue in Brooklyn. Do any of those?
You know, I just talked to Gemini, you know what I'm saying? Get my little Gemini on. You know, okay. Let's see, iPhone 17 pre-orders now open. Oh, okay. All right, anyway, so that's how that's going to look. Next, let's take it over to X. Now, let's go. I haven't been on X in a few, like I said, I've been outside. I haven't been on X in a minute. Let's see. Are you going to review the Sony Xperia 10V 10 VII, or is it going to be an F no since they're going to hand you the box with the phone with no box? Am I going to review the new Sony phones? I don't know if I'm ready to get back into Sony phones yet. I'm still emotionally scarred from that, but we'll see. Did you pre-order the new iPhone, Mahmoud? Did I say that correctly? Mahmoud? Yes, I pre-ordered Mahmoud. You see, you can't just say Mahmoud. You got to put the Mahmoud. Let's see. It's giving Flossy Carter vibes. What's that? Ooh, product red. Ooh. Now, I would have copped this yesterday. Not even today. I would have went back in time and copped that shit. It sure is, yo. You know what I mean? Let's see. I need to review this, please. What is this? Let's see. Apple's updated the polishing cloth. Apple is selling a polishing cloth? How much is this shit? They selling a polishing cloth? You don't got the price on this, but, bro. Aaron, bro, you gotta be effing kidding me, yo. They selling a polishing cloth, man. Get the F out of here. Let's see. When I need an honest review, I watch Flossy Carter. That's what I'm waiting for. Okay, let's see what we talking about. Let's see. Can anyone tell me the meaning of this? All right, now let's see. I don't know if they cooking Aaron or something else, but I ordered the iPhone Air. Speaking of iPhone Air, let me show you something real quick. iPhone Air. All right, I ordered the iPhone Air. Now, this is this little dummy model, but come on, what y'all think? iPhone Air versus Galaxy Edge? I don't know. And I got to get the real one in my hand. This is, like I said, this is a little dummy model, but I think I'm going with the Galaxy. This shit like a knockoff Pixel, fake-ass Pixel-ass, you know what I'm saying? Little fake-ass Pixel-ass phones. I got this one, too. I got a dummy version of this, but, you know, it's only one more week. I didn't even want to break out the dummies, but I got you, bro. Femi, I got you, Femi. Let's see. Do you think the worth upgrading from 16 Pro Max to the 17 Pro Max? I'm going to say yes. Because, you know, come on. We tired of this shit. I'm tired of it. I know you got to be tired of this shit. You got to be ready for some kind of change. And I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. As much as I like Samsung, I'm tired of this shit too. Like, it's some S26. It's going to be very disappointing when it looks exactly like this again. But hey, it is what it is. All right, let's see. Oh, the product red. Now, see, you could do the palm swipe for the screenshot. Just like that. Get it and save that. Okay? Or I could just do it like this. My AI select. Because I need this. Okay? Move it over a little bit. Bang, like that. I need to save that. Ooh, matter of fact, let's do that one more time. Okay? We'll do the AI select. Okay. Now I gotta send this one. Now I saved that one. Let me send this to my girl real quick so she can think it's a real phone. I'll troll her real quick. See, yeah, she said fire. She said she liked that orange. She liked that cosmic orange. Product red. Hold up. Product red, bitch. Shout out to my girl, yeah. Anyway, so let's keep it moving. That was X. Now, like, again, this is, look, I know this part of the video takes long, but look, this is real world testing. Okay? This is how you're going to use your phone in the real world. Okay, now, after that, take a look, quick photos. All right, let's go to portrait mode. Psst. 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 Shoes. Okay, look, I got shoes. Had to get it. Shoes sitting over there like a loaf of bread. Yep. Shoes, why you ignoring me, bro? All right, let me not activate shoes. Look, shoes ignoring me back here. All right, shoes ignoring me back here. Hold up. Let me get this notification out the way. Hold up. Something on the way. Okay. You see shoes back here looking like a loaf of bread, but you see the portrait mode shot? The bokeh effect in the background? Let's see. Yeah, let's see what my girl think about that iPhone. Let's see. Sick as fuck. No doubt. All right, anyway. All right, so I'll take a few photos, videos, go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Drop a quick note. You know what I'm saying? Samsung note. All right, well, no reason. Let's see. Okay, well, I'm not even going to log into my notes. Not now. Okay. Quick note. Let's do a quick note. All right, well, check what's good. All right, come on, bro. You know, I just want to take a note. Call Mike. Damn. How long it take to write that? Call Mike 347-3320. Bong, just like that. Exit out of that. Automatically saved. Okay, hold up. I got videos coming in. I'll check those in a minute. Next, let's take it over to what we do. Let's take it over to TikTok. Now, for TikTok, we got to turn the video down. Volume down. All right, bro. I'm getting blown up in the video. Hold up. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, check this out. Now, what case is this? Case Fancy? Now, what is that? A camera cover on it? Okay, that looks decent. Aloe. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. I thought he was about to hook off. Yo. We don't promote that. We don't promote that kind of violence. But I thought he was about to hook off. All right. Let's see. Now look. Let's see. They're down here roasting Apple. September 29th. Apple. It is what it is. What y'all think about the whole Charlie Kirk situation? Me personally, man, I feel bad for his kids because I'm pretty sure the wife signed up for his kind of lifestyle. He signed up for that kind of lifestyle of promoting, the kind of rhetoric that he promotes. But the kids didn't sign up for that. The kids, they want to play with their little dolls. They want to have tea parties. They're waiting for daddy to come home so they could, play dress up. They didn't sign up for that. So I don't wish death on nobody, even though he be saying some all kind of despicable stuff. But you got free speech. You can say whatever you want. But you got to keep in mind, man, I will say this. Just because you got free speech, just because you can say something doesn't mean you should say it. Okay, I'll just leave that on the table. Just because I'm allowed to say something doesn't mean I should say it. And there's another thing. A wise man once told me, there's a lot of stuff you get in life that's free until it ain't free. All right, free speech is free until it ain't free, until it costs you. Okay, free speech is free. But at some point, you keep fucking around with your free speech, it's going to end up costing you. Just be careful what you're saying out here in the real world, because back in the days when we was kids, they told you that sticks and stones may hurt your bones, but words will never hurt you. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's one of the biggest lies in history. Words do hurt, and words will get you hurt. Just remember that. But like I said, I don't support gun violence. I lost two of my brothers to gun violence. You know what I'm saying? So I know about gun violence, and I know how it affects families. And I don't condone that at all. But nevertheless, hit me up in the comments. I ain't trying to get all political, but let me know what y'all think about the situation. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll do a live stream and we can talk our shit. It is what it is. Now, what is this? That actually looks dope. Look at outdoor joint. Now, my girl, she's definitely going to want this. All right, so let me go ahead and, because my girl just copped a new house out here balling out of control. Let me go ahead and send that to her, you know what I mean? All right, let's see. My man, Mahmoud. Check out the speaker. All right, I'll check that out in a minute. All right, this is, Bored at Work. My man, Enabong, checking out the Cosmic Orange. Look, people always ask me, how come I never post from the Apple events? Apple don't be inviting you events. I get invited to all of these fucking events, but I'm not going to just hold the phone and, taking a video, look at me holding the phone. Why do that when I can get the phone next week in the comforts of my house? Okay, I don't really do too much outdoor hold phone videos. Now, I'm not knocking anybody that does that, because I do like seeing shit early, but, I'm antisocial. I'd rather just get it in my house if I can. Now, look at this. Yo, somebody put two trifolds together, yo. Yo, yo, you put two trifolds together, bro. You out of this fucking planet, yo. Oh, wait a minute. Rakata. Sorry, shoes. My bad, shoes. Calm down. Damn, that was a slap right there. All right, anyway. What's this? All right, so this is how your TikTok is going to look. Ooh. Now, when I say extra cheese, this is what I'm talking about. When I say extra cheese, I ain't talking about, put a few for extra sprinkles. When I say extra cheese, this is what I'm talking about, goddammit. All right, let's keep it moving. Okay, iPhone 17 Air. Fucking fake-ass, pixel-ass phone. All right, let's keep it moving. I know. I know. Oh, I do like that new Apple battery pack, though. It does look clean, but I guarantee you it's going to be some trash. All right, anyway, let's exit out of that. We'll do one more. Let's go to YouTube. Okay, now, of course, watch the little Full Metal Jacket. Hold up.
So I can't help it. Oh, shit. Get on your knees. Come back.
Get on your knees, scumbag. Now choke yourself.
Now choke yourself.
With my hands, numbnuts. Yo, with my hands, numbnuts. I love that movie. All right, but you seen the picture for yourself. We'll do one more. Let's take it over to Instagram. See what's going down on Instagram. Okay, my man John Rettinger. He got the iPhone 17s. All right, you know what I mean? Okay, now this is the penthouse suite at the Venetian. Woo! Now this is the kind of content that I need on my timeline. This is the kind of stuff that I like my algorithm to show up. Family show. All right, this is a family show. We're gonna, you know what I'm saying? All right, Calvin. All right, the pinch and zoom does work. But the family show. All right. Calvin. Family show. This is a family show, y'all. This is a family show. All right, what's going on here? We got what is this? Oh, now this, Joey Salads, yeah, with the pranks. He got some good pranks. Sylvester Stallone, 45-pound plates, 45-pound fake plates. Come on, Sylvester, man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Put the fake plates down, bro. Come on. All right, this is a family show. Family show. All right, let's see who this. This that cat. Now they say he been busting off since a young kid, man. I mean, little bro's aim is impeccable. But anyway, let's see. This page only put the dark sides of nature. Okay, look at this. 2 goats right here. We got Have and Nas together having lunch. Imagine you go to a restaurant and you walk your way out the door and you just see these 2 dudes sitting at the door, sitting at the table right before you walk out the door. What you gonna do? You gonna be a fanboy stopping by, yo, I love y'all work. Me, I'm just gonna keep it moving, but deep down I'm gonna be like, damn, I wish I would have said what up. I ain't that type. All right, anyway, we got Tony Soprano. Okay, okay, we got Donald Trump activities. Let's see, smashing glass in the Louis Vuitton store, a smash and grab in the Louis Vuitton store. They getting out of control, bro. Let's see. Look at what a man did for me. Okay, that's cute. You might have the coolest man out right now. All right. Let's see. We're trying to stay away from all the poo. Now this kind of stuff I like right here too. This is the kind of stuff I like right here now too. All right. You know what I'm saying? It's two cute little cats right there. You know what I mean? Go ahead and save those. All right. I gotta save those. Bang, just like that. All right. So anyway, so here's how your Instagram is gonna look. Let's see. Got a new Maybach. Okay. Got the new Maybach. All right. All right. Now, I don't know about these pants. Who this? The Biebs, yo? The Biebs right here. I mean, he's a Bieb, so he could probably get away with this shit, but I don't know about the pants, yo. We used to call them shits culottes. Yo, Biebs running around with the culottes. All right. All right, anyway, so this is how your Instagram is going to look. But 120 hertz refresh, what is this? Let's see. Instagram shuts down duplicate trial reels. Okay, there's more unnecessary shit. But look at this. 120 hertz refresh rate, excellent scrolling speeds. Exit out of that. Bang. Now, as you can see, for this whole video, no editing, no pausing, getting all my notifications, all my alerts, okay, everything going in the background, and watch this. Everything's still running. Hit close all. And now the phone is silky smooth again, even though it never started lagging yet. Still, look at Cellphone. Look at Mad Zesty. Look at this Zest demon right here. Yo. Look at bro. Come on, bro. Out here looking like a Zest monster. All right, anyway. So this is it right here. This is the Samsung Galaxy S25 FE. In my opinion, one of the best mid-range phones you could get, especially if you're in the Samsung ecosystem. You got yourself a nice Galaxy Watch. You got the Galaxy Ring. You got yourself some Galaxy Buds. Okay? You can actually get the Galaxy Buds Pro or the FEs. Look at this. This whole ecosystem right here. You can walk around with the watch, the phone, the ring, and the buds. Or you could do something like this. Or you could go out and get a Galaxy S25 Ultra and never use the S Pen, barely take any photos. Now look, man, I take a lot of photos. I post a lot of photos. I'm what you call a pseudo content creator. I be creating this bitch ass content. So, cameras are important to me. But if cameras ain't important to you, you don't need this. Okay, you really don't need this. You could rock this and have just as much fun, have all your cool notifications and lock screen wallpapers and animations, and, you know, it's just going to be just as good. Just as good. But shout out to Samsung, because they actually did it so big this year. They got a phone for everybody, all right? If you want to be the supreme GOAT, get the big boy, all right? You want to be the supreme big boy, get the S25 Ultra. You want to save some money and get a full Samsung ecosystem? You want to get a Galaxy Tab? You want to get the watch, the ring? Save some money and get a FE. Get a FE. You want to play the fence, play in the middle? Okay, get the S25 Plus. Okay, you got the Quad HD display. You know, slightly better battery. You know, you get slightly better stuff. You want to be that dude walking around with the thinnest and lightest phone? Get the S25 Edge. Now, this phone right here, this is like one of my sleeper phones of the year. Like this phone, you see the biometrics on this? This right here, this is one of my favorite phones of the year, S25 Edge. Come on, man, come on. Of course, you want to be that guy. Floss, you're going to break your phone. You be flipping it so hard, you're going to break that shit. Yep. You sure about that? You sure about that? Now, if you're going to buy the Z Flip, the Pataka case is the only case that I recommend. And of course, my favorite phone of the year. So far, my favorite phone, the phone that I'm using the most, the phone that I be glazing the most, okay? The Galaxy Z Fold 7. I mean, this phone right here. This phone right here. Come on, bro. This phone right here, the Mint Mafia version of the Z Fold 7. I love this. But the point I'm trying to say is Samsung got a phone for everybody. And like I said, you want to be a real, you want to be a little bit more frugal but smart, find yourself a Galaxy S24 Ultra. If you could find a Galaxy S24 Ultra, as you can see for yourself, this phone right here still runs silky smooth. You got all your years of updates. Bro, you can't go wrong with this right here. You really can't. Now, of course, I was getting ready to sell this phone, so I logged out of all of my accounts. But this phone right here, Bluetooth S Pen, you can't go wrong. Anyway, this is you see, I almost mixed these up. They look so identical. This is the Samsung Galaxy S25 FE. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this one. And my next video is going to be the Samsung Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Voxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know. Stream gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Oh yeah, special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat, Flossy_Carter, that's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I see y'all in the comment section early. #salute. Oh yeah, one more thing, I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes and picture me rolling. It's your boy Floss, I'm out. Deuces.
Enterprise, Spock here.
Spock one to beam up.
Affirmative, Captain. Enterprise out.
Energize.
We're in a situation where everybody in the world uses technology. And if you're gonna buy some of that technology, you gotta understand certain things. Subscribe to Flossy Carter. He does reviews of all the latest technology. The iPhones, the iPads, the Galaxies, the Samsungs, whatever the fuck. The Beats by that doctor guy. And he puts his kitty cat in the videos too for you something to look at. You know, I'm an animal lover, so I like that shit. So make sure you hit the subscribe button to Flossy Carter on the YouTube, the follow button on the Instaface, and the like button on the Facelook. Because if you don't, we're we're gonna have a fucking problem here. A bad one. Now hit the fucking subscribe button.